about self-love because someone said to me the other day, well, you can't love anyone else until you love yourself. And I just think that's such a great thing that we bandy about, isn't it? So, oh, just love yourself through it. And that's, I mean, if you're someone for whom self-love is super easy, have at it. It's amazing. Of course, it's super healing. But for a lot of us who've been through trauma or who are currently in stress or strife, then self-love can actually be quite hard to access because we can be quite locked up in our heart centers. So it may not be the easiest thing for us to access. So, and as someone said to me at the weekend, go easy on yourself. And which is great advice. It's kind of goes back to the heart math perspective, which is, don't go straight to self-love. Start with something like self-compassion. So when you are being triggered or when you're in the trauma or the crisis, just take some deep breaths. Try and locate yourself in your heart center and then feel compassion for yourself. And just, feel compassion for the fact that you're here, that you've given something a go, that you bothered to show up, that you got out of bed this morning. Just feel some compassion that you tried, that you showed up and you tried something. A lot of people aren't even willing to try at the moment. So feel compassion for yourself, and then, maybe something like appreciation, go crazy, work up to self-gratitude for the fact, again, that you're here, you're just humaning with everyone else, giving it your best shot. And you're doing the best that you can with the tools that you have, and you're just bothering you. You're making an effort because it matters to you, and you can just be grateful for yourself and compassionate for yourself in that moment. And that is the foundation of self-love. Because if you do that often enough, if you repeatedly come back to practicing feeling those emotions, you will adjust the baseline of your frequency, of your energy. And so that in itself boosts your resilience, your emotional resilience, boosts your nervous system strength, and that changes the game. And that's so much easier than trying to get to that complete self-love state. And I always think a great thing to do is, after you've had that moment where you've been holding that compassion for yourself, holding that appreciation, you come out of it and you ask yourself, what would feel really loving to me right now? What would feel like a really loving action that I could take for myself right now? And then you take it. And that's the beginning of self-love.